Welcome back users. In the last video we have seen the introduction of FerenOS. In today's video we will do the installation of the FerenOS. So let us start. We will install it as a virtual machine in the GNOME boxes. Select Ubuntu template. 20.04 is the best because FerenOS is based on Ubuntu 20.04. It is yet to rebase itself to 22.04 LTS. So that will take time. Maybe after 2 or 3 months we will get a new solid update with the base rebase to Ubuntu 22.04. Till then we have to use this Ubuntu 20.04 base for the FerenOS. So let us go ahead now. This is the same checking of the ISO as found in the Ubuntu ISO. Okay, before we start the tool, let me open the settings. Where is the display? System settings, yes. I will go with this. Yes, this is okay. Now we take one short tour of the FerenOS. So the FerenOS offers you to install the virtual box and install the VM tools, VMware and guest additions for the virtual box. So we are not using both of them, that is the virtual box or the VMware, so it is not applicable to us. So we'll click next. Now let us check out the transfer tool. So it will backup data from your present system. So you can choose which folders need to be backed up. Then you click on this backup data from the external source, that is from the Windows, or you can backup it from the present installation. So it will backup the present installation for file folders, or you can backup it from the Windows. So for that you have to do like this. You have to choose the data from the Windows folders. These are the, I think, Windows folders or what. Select where you like to backup the data to. So you can specify the external hard disk. So first you have to mount the external hard disk and then you specify the external hard disk from here. It will feature here once it is mounted, and then you can save all your data to the external drive. So if you got a Windows partition and you just boot into the live session or the live desktop of FerenOS, so before installation from the live desktop you can backup your Windows data using this backup tool, and then later on after the installation is completed you can restore that data from the external drive or from some dedicated partition back to the folders of the FerenOS. So like that you can do it. So I will now close this. So you got an idea how the things work, how the transfer tool works. So this will take us to the online guide, and what preparations are needed. Everything is given on the online guide, so you can check out there how to use the transfer tool and how to make preparations for transferring the data or backing up the data of the Windows partition. So everything is given here. You just have to read and follow the instructions given in these two tools. So now I will close this. You got the idea. Now next, start installing the FerenOS. So now the tour is over. It was just a small tour. And now we can start installing the FerenOS. So install FerenOS, or you can view the FerenOS user guide here. So before you go ahead with the installation, it is always better to read the user guide. So you can read through this user guide. It is recommended. I will go ahead. Now, just like the Linux Mint, it offers and Ubuntu also, it offers to install the restricted codecs. So this is a review. I will not install the restricted codecs, but when you will do installation on your system, that is at your personal risk, because in some countries the codecs are not legal. So you have to check whether it is legal in your country or not, and then based on that you have to take a decision. So it will be a personal risk. OS developer is not responsible, nor I am responsible. I just showed you how to do this. So it is there in the installer. So please don't install it if it is illegal in your country. So it is a totally matter of personal choice. Now go and hit on the next button. So here you will find there are two modes of the desktop, that is the tablet mode, or you can go with the FerenOS mode. So we will select the default. Okay, so this is the tablet mode. So it looks like this, and if we go in select the FerenOS mode, which was default selected, it looks like this. So if you want, we can go it just once again, so you will get a better idea. So now check out the panel here at the bottom. So here it looks different, and when you go to the FerenOS default, it looks different. So the icons are arranged in three corners, the right and left and the middle one. So we'll stick with the FerenOS default. Now hit the next button. Choose the desktop applications menu. Click the applications menu button at any time to open the applications menu. So this is the applications menu. Looks like Windows. If you just compare it with Windows, it will just look like Windows. Click next. Using the desktop window management, click on any item in the task manager. So this is the task manager in the middle, or if that application isn't not, launch the application at any time. So I clicked on the file manager, that is the Nemo file manager. You can see here we have discussed this in the introduction part, that is the first video of FerenOS. So it is a Nemo 5.2.4. Then there is a system tray at the bottom right. So this is the system tray, this is the network manager, this is the volume control. So here the volume control directly opens the PAU control. In some of the OSs, only simple volume control is available, and click on another link to open the advanced sound control or the PAU control using the desktop search. So the desktop search is there. Start typing while your desktop on your desktop while with no open windows, or strike Alt F2. So if you strike Alt F2, so here the search appears. So you can search, say I search for Ubuntu. Nothing has come up. Okay, I will search for Feren. Okay, Alt F2, or you can just type start typing Feren. So here you can see it is opening up the welcome screen of the Feren. So this is how it works. When you type Feren in the search system search, it will open up the welcome screen. Now we can go ahead, use the store to get more applications. So we can open the Feren store here. It will take a moment. So this is the Gnome store, I think. Yes. Now we go ahead. So there are three themes: default, light and dark. So you can choose any one of them. So this is the default that we are using. Now if we just change over to light. So this is the light theme. And then we can go with the dark theme. So in the dark theme, everything, the window title bars and the all windows completely become dark. You can see here, everything is dark. Okay. So we will continue with the default theme that is available. Pair your FerenOS machine with your Android device. So you can pair your Android device with your FerenOS. So that is done using the KDE Connect. So this KDE Connect is a KDE desktop application. So using that you have to connect your Android device to the machine. Reduce eye strain at night. So we can configure the color, night color from here, and that is it. The two rents, and we can enjoy. So we'll click on this. Now we will close all these buttons and we will go to the installer. So the installer is here. There is a link to the installer. We click on the installer. It opens up the Calamar's installer. So here we see one difference. The British English is at the standard or the default English. In most of the Linux distros, American English is the default, but here it is a British English or the United Kingdom English, because this Feren OS has origins in United Kingdom. That's why. I think there is no any other reason, but most probably this is the only reason. Now we click next. We will use the erase this option. When you will be installing on your system, you can use the manual partitioning. Okay, we can use the manual partitioning also. Let us go create a new master table. So here, since this is a virtual machine, I will go with the MBR, but when you do it on your system, better use GPT. GPT is the latest technology. Do not make the EFI partition less than 600 MB or the boot partition less than 600. Many times there is a issue. So the file system here will be extended for. It will work because this is only Linux. But if you are Windows, if you are doing dual boot, always use FAT32. You have to specify the mount point here. That will be /boot. Click the boot flag. Click OK. Now you create another partition. We can go for the Linux swap space. Go with 4000 MIB swap space, or you can go with 2000 also, but better to go with 4000 because same quantity of RAM is also provided. There is no mount point for the Linux swap space. You have to just click on the swap flag. That's it. Rest of the space will be the root partition. We will go for the extended 4. Mount point will be / and select the root flag, and we are done with the partitioning. Install a bootloader on the MBR of the disk. So this is okay. So we'll not create the GPT partition. So now the partition summary is given. It is all okay. You always have to check this once and then click on the install button to confirm the installation. So now installation is starting. Once the installation is finished, I will stop the video here. In the next video, we will check out the desktop, that is the KDE desktop installed using the Feren Standard ISO 64-bit. So we are using the Feren Standard ISO, which installs the KDE desktop. And after the review of the KDE desktop is done, we will try out the FerenOS Classic, which uses the Cinnamon desktop and is available in 32-bit as well as 64-bit. 32-bit support is ending, so no use. So I will check out FerenOS 64-bit only, and we will check out the Cinnamon desktop in the third video from this video. Yes. So we have completed the installation. I will stop the video here. In the next video, we will check out the KDE Desktop that was installed today. See you in the next video.